Jana Kingston, Chief Big Dreams Genie of the Internet, and this is called the Firehose. This is the Firehose workshop. It is free. It is spontaneous. If you are landing upon this, there has been no promo except for 15 minutes ago. There was no warning. There was no promotion. There was no lead up. It was just like, here we are. If this is speaking to you right now around the fire hose, and you can feel the vibration of it when I say the fire hose, you've experienced the fire hose before. You know exactly what I'm talking about with the sales and the money and the inspiration and the creativity. And it's just like popping and coming from everywhere. You feel like you are so hot right now, or you've had those times when you've felt that and you want to, if you could do it again and you want to know how to harness that energy of the fire hose, this live stream is made for you. My intentions are that you are going to hold this forever and ever. Amen. This is the sweet spot. This is the thing that if you can harness this energy, this is what takes you to the moon. I have mastered the ability of riding these waves, and I want to bring this and expand it for you guys. Contain it and strategize it. And I need a plan. I need a structure, Jana. I need a plan. No, you don't. Not even at the 1 million to 10 million mark do you need a plan. You know why? You are still building. It's not until you get to 10 million that you really need to put some structures in. I've been researching and I found this out. You need a builder. You don't need a system maker. You need a builder. You are building this house and it's changing and it's moving and it's growing and it's nimble. And that is where your competitive advantages is beyond big corporations and beyond even big like motivational brands. This is what makes you so special, is because you are nimble. You can move, you can fly, you can go there. And I got this idea. I got a workshop. Let's do it. Let's do it now. How do we harness this energy and build from here? That's what this is about. So you might hear me saying figure 7. You might hear me saying woman of wealth. Figure 7 is my mastermind. It's the best mastermind in the world for life workers. Make no mistake, I've been running masterminds for 8 years. I know exactly what I'm doing. And woman of wealth is my private coaching. They are the ish and a bit. And they are experiencing, and they're on the other side of this. So message me if you came for figure 7, my mastermind. There's a very specific, very unique type of entrepreneur that figure 7 is for. But woman of wealth is my private coaching. So you can come in there and you get, because, you know, we need to be realigning every single damn week because that's how fast we move. Fire hose is coming through me. I got to put it into human words right now. So I would love you to open up to receiving the fire hose. Have you ever felt like you're in this energetic vortex of sales, customers, inspiration, creativity? Money is coming from every single direction and it feels infinite. It's coming from this direction. The sales are coming here. The cash is coming here. The customers, the dream clients, the messages, the breakthrough clients are having breakthroughs left, right, and center. It's a fire hose. It's like a fire hose. Now, this is literally the piece that had me create $1 million business. And this is literally the piece that I'm taking to go from 7 figures, like from the million, to multis. This is where the multis are going to come in for me, because this is where I'm tripling in, quadrupling in, because this is a skill that is acquired. It's like an acquired taste. So who has had that before? You've had or who is in it? Probably some of my clients are in the fire hose right now. If you're not in it right now, that's normal. It's regular. I'm going to give you the exact thing to do when you are in the fire hose. And knowing this before the fire hose is so good. I tripled my business in 3 days. Okay, in the fire hose. And if you're not in the fire hose, I don't want you to say, I'm waiting for the fire hose. It's just like, I can feel it coming on. I can feel something in my field. I can feel it coming on, because we don't wait. We don't wait. We know sometimes we're in a bit of a feeling mode and it's about to come in. It's about to drop in like a windfall. Okay. So clients are coming from everywhere. Customers are coming from everywhere. You are hot. You are so hot right now. So this is where everybody drops the ball. This is where, and not my clients, because I'm catching them every week, catching them. This is why they elevate at lightning fast speed, because we catch them here. And I want to catch you guys here. I can feel it. It's about to turn full force. We all have breakthroughs, right? Your ability to turn that breakthrough into your new bottom line That's this harnessing energy of expanding your edges. That's how we go from 6 figures to 7 figures. This is how we go from 100K, 200K, 300K, 400K, 500K, 600K, 700K, 800K, 900K, a million. That, can you feel that? Like, the breakthrough becomes the new bottom line. The breakthrough becomes the new bottom line. If you do not harness this energy of the fire hose and you switch off and you turn off all of your channels and you're like, get off me, fire hose, get away, I can't handle this. That is where you just stay. You stay at the 100, or you stay at the 200 or the 400 or the 500, wherever you're staying right now. Do you feel that vibe? That's why you like a 10K month or a 20K. Where are you oscillating around? It's your ability to harness and expand your edges at the fire hose that is between you and that next level. So once you make that breakthrough your bottom line, the only way that's done is through this. So this is that sweet spot, is turning your breakthroughs into the bottom line and then get it going off. Like, really feel into that. If you're not in your breakthrough right now, it's like you actually feel like you can actually orchestrate it. This is like a different vibe of orchestrating breakthrough and being on the other side. Okay. So this ability to turn your breakthroughs into your bottom lines and make them the next level is your ability to be able to hold the fire hose. Now, let's break it down for you. We're going to do some workshop. You guys are going to work with me because we interact in the moment. And when you interact in the moment, you integrate immediately. You don't need to go away and think about this. You just go away and take action. And then that is where it all gets put into place, right? So what are your tells? Okay, this is really important. When you contract instead of expand, when an edge hits you and the waves are coming at you, what are your tells that you're pulling back? So think of it like a poker game. When you have in the past, it's really good. Like, even if you're in a fire hose right now, this is really helpful. And if you're not in the fire hose, if you're fire hose as a king, what are your tells? And I'm going to give you mine because it's going to give you a bit of an idea, like, oh, feeling overwhelmed. Perfect. Okay. So I want you to give me your tells, and then we're going to be really specific with some of the things you actually do. So how good is this? Like, we are literally going to find the tells, and this is where we expand, because what happens is we've got the fire hose, and then we start to contract into instead of expand into it. We find our edge and we stop at it versus wiggling into. It's like a stretch, right? Like, you've got to stretch and you're like, oh, that's my edge, not going to even push any further. Then you'll never get more flexible. You'll never get more flexible because you've got to go, that's my edge. Okay. Breathe through it. And you can go a little bit further every single time. This is what happens. Every time the fire hose is on, you can go a little bit further. Every time you can breathe into a little bit further. It's really practical. I'm going to give you some practical things because we're going to look big picture. What are your tells? But then we're going to break it down to like really specific things you do. Let me just tell you, one of the best pieces of advice in coaching that Melanie gave me that is like #, but sometimes when somebody says it to you in just the right moment and you receive it at just the right moment, you're like, oh my God, this is why I have a mentor. This is amazing. I was like, maybe I'm just not as talented as I think I am. Like, because otherwise I would have $1 million months right now. Jana, if it was all about talent, imagine how many different actors would be the celebrities. It's not about talent. Money is not about talent. It's so many different variables in this. So there you go. $1 million coaching. There you go. I love giving you guys my coaching moments because it's like, it's vulnerable for me, but it's also so powerful for you, because when I upgrade and when I expand, we all expand together. It's just what happens, right? This is not a competition of who's got their ish most together ever in my world. It's not about who has their ish together. It's about who is open, who is vulnerable, who can be like, you know what? I'm a red hot mess and look at me make the magic. This is not about, oh yeah, so I have all of my ish together and this never happens to me. I'm just saying all the time, I'm just about to tell you all my tells, and it's like, I have my ish together and I'm also made magic out of this mess. So not doing your mentor's training, not putting yourself in the energy of what you invested in. It's not receiving them. It's butting up against them. When you receive your mentor's training, it's just like, yeah, I already know that. Why aren't I rich? And why does she have all that? This is like annoying versus going, oh, okay. I love patterns. I watch my patterns. I have a beautiful quarterly micro mind where we look at our patterns. I look at my past so I can predict my future. So in the past, I could really pick up on patterns. And every single time the fire hose is coming at me and I'm like, okay, am I expanding my edges? What am I doing? Because then I get this tell. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, I see that. So there's this first tell and it's micro. I don't reply to comments. It's a tell that I'm not expanding my edges when I don't reply to comments. And I leave comments unseen. Now, that might be normal for most of you, but I ain't Beyonce. And unless you're Beyonce, reply to your comments. Yeah, that's that vibe. I see it as a tell that I'm not, because it's like a fire hose of all these people commenting. I got so many comments. Oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed. Versus when you don't, what do? You whinge and bitch and moan and complain. I'm getting no comments on my stuff. When you do with a fire hose, you're like, oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed. I got so many comments and I'm not answering them. And you feel overwhelmed by the DMs. Guess what happens when you don't have the DMs coming, when the fire hose is up? And when you got the DMs coming from every single direction, you're like, oh my God, I'm just feeling overwhelmed. I think I'm going to burn out. Jana, I think I'm going to burn out. I'm really scared of burning out. The fire hose only just turned on. If you breathe and comment back to them, how long will it take? About 2 minutes. Let's do that. Fire hose. See the little tiny little tells. This might not be your tells. You might not even care to see your comments. You might not care, but it actually matters to me. It matters to me a lot because I want you to feel seen in my world. This is so comments are currency. It's all leading to more engagement. So the fire hose is coming at you and you're like, oh, yeah, no. And then it stops and then you get mad and you're like, nobody's commenting on my stuff. It's going really stagnant and nobody's DMing me because you just had it and you lost it because you didn't know how to harness a fire hose. You were just like, everything's coming at me. There's DMs and everything coming from everywhere. That is the tell of, are you expanding versus going, there's so many comments. Let's breathe. Okay. It's like a stretch, right? Think of it like a stretch. You're like, oh, that's my edge. There's so many notifications, so many DMs. Okay, let me just breathe. I want them to feel seen. I can make this fun. Okay, I can make this fun. Isn't this amazing? Oh my God, all these people commenting on all my stuff. I'm so hot right now. Look at me go. I'm so hot right now. I love this. It's so fun. I can get to this. This is easy. I got this in the bag. Oh my God, let's go. Then I'm commenting back and I smile and I feel it and I'm in it with you. And I'm just like, my vibe just goes through the roof. I just made my breakthrough a bottom line and I've built up against that. Does this land for you? That's my first little tell. I got many. That's my first little one. And that is going to be life-changing for you because some of you guys might have that tell and some of you might. Because those micro moments where you choose to expand or contract, that's where you are able to hold the fire hose or you cannot. Another tell for me is I go quiet on social medias, not on purpose. Wednesdays, I have an option. It's a genie day. So a genie gets to do whatever genie wants to do. So on a genie day, I might literally fire hose the shit out of my stories. You might not get a rest from me all day. Or I may be just like, poof, and she's gone. And it's whatever you get. But Wednesdays and weekends are like free for all. But the other days, I'm quiet when I'm like processing some stuff. So that's a tell for me. So what I do is I don't feel like doing a story. Do you ever get that? Or I don't feel like doing this is me today. I was like, I slept in. I was like, oh, I got to do a live stream. But I'm in a fire hose right now. I'm in a fire hose. People are coming. I've got 50 million people that I sent figure 7 details to. So I'm like, I'm in the fire hose. Expand your edges, Donna. Can I just do one story? I can do just one story. I did one story. Can I do another one? Yes, I can do another one. Okay. Just one more. Just one more last one. So I was like, one more last one. Write that down below. This is literally one of the tells that I have and how I expand past the contraction. Because I was like, I slept in, I was like, contraction mode. Like the fire hose is, I woke up and there's 50 million messages and I'm like, the fire hose, oh my God, I got to go live. I got to do this. I don't have, and then I'm like, I don't have to do anything, Jana. You don't have to do anything. Okay. I'm so grateful. There is people messaging me from everywhere. There is people coming from everywhere. The fire hose is on. Look at this. Go. Oh my God. Then I logged into my messages and Shannon, Leah, Melanie's sister who does my graphics, she had sent me the club branding, the brand spanking new branding. I was super excited. And then I shared it with the mastermind. So I was like, and then I was in my Voxer and I was like, oh, look at what my clients are doing. Oh, funsies. I'm going to do one story. I do a story. I'm like, one story, just one more last one. Okay, do a story. I'm like, activate social, done. I'm like, oh, that felt good. Okay, we're expanding our edges. We're increasing our capacity to receive the fire hose or more. So we go to the Masons. Can we go to the cafe, Mum? Sure. I was about to go live, but I was like, I'm so procrastinating, so this is perfect. So I go to the cafe with my son. I hug him, and it's so cool. It's so beautiful, and I'm just like feeling it. Isn't this cool that I get to have these mornings with my son? I go there. I'm like, just do one little video. Okay. One more last one. Because sometimes you do need to coach yourself through this. Sometimes it's coming like a fire hose to you, the inspiration. Sometimes you're like, you've reached your point of, okay, that's enough now. Fire hose, turn off. And this is where it's like, so uncomfortable edges, because usually at the start it's like, stories, lessons, whoa, I can't shut up. But then sometimes it's, whoa, I can feel myself at my edge. I'm at my edge of my welcoming in of this fire hose, and I can feel my body trying to contract it and constrict it and be like, that's enough now. I've reached my capacity. I've reached my ceiling. I've reached what I'm comfortable having coming through to me. I did a story and then I went down to the beach. My boy came up here and I went down to the beach and I sat on the beach and I was like, you know what's going to jazz me up? I'm going to Voxer my clients on the beach. That'll be beautiful. And I Voxered my clients on the beach. And I breathed in. I was like, okay, one more last one. Oh my God. The fire hose live stream. Because I was jazzed. I was juiced. I had let myself feel my edges. I hadn't pushed myself, but I was doing one more last one. I wasn't like contracting. It's Thursday. So having days where this is okay and having days where it's not okay. That is where it's beautiful, because Thursday's like, I'm showing up. It's a Thursday. Thursdays and Fridays, I show up. So have those days where it's not okay for you to go into a little cave and constrict yourself, because it's plan those for you. So Wednesdays are that day for me, and weekend. So I have 3 days off a week. I have enough days off. I don't need any more days off. I finish work at 10 a.m. every day. And then through the day, it's just purely inspired action, which sometimes can be all day if I feel like it. So it's just not acceptable when I don't give myself that out, because that's how I expand my edges, when I know that I've got a perfect balance anyway. And then I go for a swim and I come here and we do this. So my tell is sometimes one more last one. My tell is where I can't even be bothered doing a story after I've had a whole day off yesterday. That's a tell. It's the micro moments where you're pulling back and you keep on doing that. The fire hose is going to turn off just like you're wanting. These are totally probably seem random to some people that aren't paying attention. If you're not paying attention to yourself, you wouldn't even notice maybe that you're leaving comments unseen, and then you're whinging when nobody's commenting, and then you're whinging when everybody's commenting. Maybe you're not even noticing that's a tell for you. Maybe you're just like, I'm overwhelmed. Or is it possible you could be constricting and not riding the wave? This is where the $1 million business is built. This is where it is built. I would let myself be overwhelmed around responding to the comments. That's where I would drop the fire hose. Exactly. It's where we drop our ball. And most people would rationalize that and go, it's fine not to answer all the comments. And you might even post. Do you want another tell? Ooh, these tells are so due. Okay. So we've got the leaving comments unseen. The second thing was like stories. Like the first thing that I usually do for the day, and I won't do them on days where I'm just like fire hose. So many clients, so many customers, so many DMs. Oh my God, what a problem to have. So the stories. And another thing that I do is get this insatiable desire to watch Netflix. I got to watch Netflix and I got to watch it now. Now, there's nothing wrong with Netflix, and I watch a lot of Netflix. I'm fine with Netflix. However, do you notice the difference between, I've got so much of my work done. I feel so good with my work today. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have a hot chocolate. I'm going to have a clean space. I'm going to get my blanket and show me what's up, Netflix. Let's just see. And then we sit down and you got hot chocolate versus put myself in the blanket and I'm just going to watch Netflix and I'm not even sitting up straight or I'm not even like laying nicely on the bed. Netflix. Oh my God. Is it just me? There's a different way of I need Netflix. So for me, a tell is I'm just like, I need to watch Netflix, Netflix, Netflix. I'm like, I don't even need to watch Netflix. What? And it's a big conversation with myself. Is this just me? That's one of my tells. I don't know what your tells is. Maybe it's watching a movie. Maybe it's reading a fiction book. Like good things can be bad things. Like watching a book can be bad. Sometimes me going for a walk on the beach is me constricting the fire hose. So I've walked on the beach and I've had a bath and then I've read some of my book and then I've gone to Pilates and I haven't even hit for a single second my social media for the day. I was like, I think this is a tell that I'm avoiding through really glamorous, romantic distractions. This is why I love to give myself days where I can do that. So there's certain days and week times where I'm like, this is when we watch this. You can just tell most of the time the way you're watching it, you haven't cleaned up your space. It's a shit show around you and you're watching Netflix. You're just trying to shut out the fire hose and you'll be really successful. It's the best, quickest, easiest way to shut that fire hose off. And then you'll come out of your Netflix series slumber and you'll be like, where did everybody go? Now, this is what happens when you follow these tells and you don't expand through the edges of these tells. So the next time you want to watch Netflix, go, okay, I'm going to clean up my space. I'm going to make myself a hot chocolate. I'm going to just quickly for 5 minutes answer all the messages and comment to whatever and do a story. And then I shall watch. That's what I do. When I want to do it in a way that's really intentional, I set up the space, literally 100% of the time. Next minute, I know I'm doing stuff that activates the fire hose and writing a post. I'm probably writing a post at that time. So I don't just let myself do it. These are really practical things of having the fire hose just keep on coming. Okay, a final tell. Who wants one more last one? My tell is I don't show up to the resources that I've paid to be in. I'm in the mastermind or even with my coach and watching the stuff. It's for me a tell when I pull back from the resources I'm invested in because I'm uncomfortable or I'm just feeling like I'm not in the receptive mode. I'm not receiving what I've invested in. And so sometimes you don't know what you're going to get from diving in to the content and the resources. So sometimes when you're pulling back, you don't come and jump in with your coach. So the other day when I was on the mastermind call with Melanie, this is a perfect example. I could feel myself pulling back from the fire hose of inspiration and creative inspiration, money falling from the sky, $72,000 day, buying a brand new jet ski in cash. And I showed up at 3 a.m. to the mastermind call because it is a tell for me not to draw on the resources that I have available. That's a tell for me that to say that I'm contracting versus expanding. So I came and I just showed up and I was like, but I don't have a question. Why would I come if I don't have a question? Showing up and just, I would love your read on this. So I came to Melanie and I was like, okay, this is what I would just love your read on. I said, I just love coaching. I literally, right now, all I want to do is coach. I said, the other day I went to a mastermind with Kat and it was amazing. And she was talking about all these cool things. Like she's got restaurants and she's got gyms and she owns gyms and restaurants and she's got these investment properties. I was just like sitting there all day just going, and even said to her, I was like, I just want to coach. I can do all those things, but I have no interest in it. Hubby can do that because I have no interest in it. I just love coaching. I'm an amazing businesswoman, but I don't want to. I just want to coach. And I said to her, I was like, and then when I'm launching, I don't even want to launch anymore because these courses are for my clients. But I'm just like, yeah, come join the thing. Yeah, but my client, I love coaching. I'm just like, I just want to coach. And she just like everybody in the room like erupted because I was just like, I just want to because I wanted it. And I was like, I just would love your read on that. Because I thought she was going to say to me, Jana, come on, you can launch, you can do the thing. And she did not say that. That is so refreshing. A coach that loves to coach and you're not just doing it for the money. So many people just coach for the money and you love it. You always loved it. She's like, it makes me want to coach with you. She's like, coach me. And I was like, she's so refreshing. Just bring that energy to when you're doing your courses. And I'm like, oh my God. And this is even the vibration of me going from a million to multis. Now, here's the thing. I would love you guys to really take this and realize that the fire hose and all of these tells, I want you to go and write out down below all of your tells and how you can tell that you are contracting versus expanding. And just one more last one, when you feel like you're contracting, because if you can harness this energy of the fire hose, that is what's going to take your business through the roof, because you're going to start to take your breakthroughs and you're going to make them more. And you're going to build upon your breakthroughs versus breakthrough and then go to bottom again. Breakthrough, bottom out, breakthrough, bottom out, breakthrough, bottom out. That's because you're not harnessing the fire hose energy. That's why I used for the life workers, like the whoosh. Because if you can, as a life worker, you are meant to be drinking from the fire hose. This is your life's work. This is not just a random business, because it's really not that hard to make $1 million business. But making it from doing your life's work for a living is a completely different kettle of fish, right? I think for us here, it's a living, breathing organism. It's a living, breathing, moving situation. And our ability to, like, when it's coming in hot, when you're hot, when it's hot, when it's just screaming at you, this is the time for you to, like, oh, there's my edge. Feel it, just like a stretch. Feel it and ask yourself, can I have one more last one? Can I make my comments seen? Can I pick up on my tells? Can I expand beyond what I've done before? Can I make this my new bottom line? Can I make this my new platform that I jump from? That's what this is about. So you guys, if the Fire Hose live stream changed the cellular structure of your being, I would so love to know if this changed the cellular structure. I think we got the whole energetic situation of the fire hose. I would love to know what your ahas, the moments, the thing you want to remember. I want you to wrap up what you want to remember in a bow, because then you'll integrate right now, right here, right now. You won't have to go away and listen again. You'll feel it, you'll embody it, you'll drop it in. I would love to hear that from you. Tag your internet best friends that you feel like the fire hose comes to them and then they turn it off. So if Figure 7 is calling you, that is my mastermind. It's my one-to-one and mastermind. And if you are an established entrepreneur, you're a high-level entrepreneur, that you're going from 6 or multiple 6 and you want to elevate into 7 figures, message me. Figure 7 might be your vibe. It's the gift that keeps on giving. It's literally every single thing. It's a full-bodied approach to creating your $1 million life workers business. We cover personal branding. We cover strategy. We cover energetics. We have money energy clearing. We have personal branding. We have subconscious reprogramming. We cover everything that I feel like is required to achieve all of your dreams beyond dreams, and use your business as your vehicle and your vessels to achieve your big dreams. And then we dream bigger. So this gives you everything. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are still all here. I'm so happy that you sat here, sat through it. Message me for any of the details on all of the things, whether it is on Figure 7, my mastermind for a year experience. It's a whole energetic situation. I love it. You get everything with that. Thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next video. Chief Big Dreams Jeannie of the internet is out. Thank you.